And we back again with another video, the Celine V World.
Tim motivates.
And we right back at it. Man, we got a good video today. And it's breaking news, and it happened today. Yep.
Maybe that's not appropriate, that sound. This is more like a womp, womp, womp.
Yep, absolutely, man. Spirit Airlines to kick the bucket.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, bro. No more weekend trips to Miami. You know, no more cheap flights. Huh?
My goodness.
No more luggage fees. Bro, what's the world coming to, man?
Man, you tell me, bro. These I have a lot to say about this, even though I know a little. Okay. First off, man, then you called me this week and told me people been asking where we been and like, are y'all still doing the show?
Yeah.
Are you guys still doing the show? Yeah, we doing the show, man. Hell, wrong
Never
show.
won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
You can't cut our cable off. You can't cut our lights off. We're not closing doors. We're not Spirit, okay? We're not ceasing operations.
Yes.
We're not stopping operations. So
no, ever.
We just got real lives and real businesses outside of this. And but
life
hey, we love y'all.
Life be lifing.
But thank y'all for everybody who's been asking where the show at, blah, blah, blah. The show is right here.
The show must go on.
There we go. Spirit Airlines has kicked the bucket. Now, if you guys haven't been following this story, we got some news clips that might be able to fill you in a little bit more. So let's just start with what we got right now. Boom. Y'all listen to this real quick.
Out of business. The airline said early this morning that it has begun shutting down operations. It's also canceled all upcoming flights. This is what customers see when they go to the Spirit website. The discount carrier says customer service is no longer available. It's also advising passengers not to come to the airport and to rebook their travel on different airlines. 17,000 workers are now out of a job. Passengers, they're scrambling to make other travel arrangements. The final Spirit flight touched down at Dallas-Fort Worth International just after midnight. Air traffic controllers and other airline pilots, they were heard wishing the Spirit pilots well as they made their final descent.
Hey, Spirit, Smith guys, it's American. Good luck to y'all. Sorry to hear what happened.
Is there any other Spirit flights coming in after us?
You might be the last one. Well, it was a pleasure working with you guys, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
Well, the soaring jet fuel costs, which have nearly doubled since the start of the war with Iran, well, they derailed Spirit's plans to emerge from its second bankruptcy. Spirit and the Trump administration also failed to come to a last-minute bailout deal before the airline, on Friday. CNN's Gloria Pazmino is live at LaGuardia Airport, one of the Spirit hubs. Did people take the warning and not show up? What are you seeing?
Well, Victor, hopefully if you're one of the more than 1 million passengers whose flights are now canceled, you know that you should be checking your email, checking your airline app, and not coming to the airport. But despite that, we have run into at least 2 people in the past hour who came in here thinking that they were going to be able to fly out. They told me that they simply had not checked their email. They did not realize that their flights had been canceled. This is Terminal A in LaGuardia Airport. It's a small terminal, but it is the Spirit Airlines hub at this airport. And I want to show you what it looks like now. You see up in the board here, it tells you all of these flights that were scheduled for today to arrive here have been canceled.
Wow.
Now, the terminal right now is pretty empty. And if you walk up to one of these check-in monitors, check-in booths where you would have checked in if you were flying today, it tells you what's going on. We regret to inform you, Spirit Airlines has ceased global operations. And perhaps most frustratingly, it says customer service is no longer available. That's what passengers are going to have to be dealing with today and in the next few days as they try to rebook themselves on different airlines. Some of the people I spoke to just a minute ago told me that not only they did not realize that their flights were being canceled, they're not sure what they're going to do next. Now, if you would have come into this airport for a flight that was scheduled today, you would have walked right here to this departure gate. And I just want to show you what it looks like, that it is completely shut down. There's no access, and then there are these flyers everywhere just notifying people about the shutdown, telling them that essentially they are not going to be going anywhere today.
Can you imagine, Salim? Can you imagine?
Right.
So it was a nice weekend. I mean, it is a nice weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you are in wherever and like you got a return flight to wherever,
Mm.
and you get a notification on your phone that you're not going anywhere, pal.
Hey,
You know?
hey, listen, look, the biggest upset for me about Spirit Airlines, I watch a lot of cop cam.
Yes.
I watch a lot of cop cam, cop videos, yada, yada, yada.
Yes.
One of the biggest, cameras, videos that are shot are the ones where, altercations in the airport. And what's the biggest airline that has the biggest altercations?
Oh shit, I see where you're going with this.
Now,
Dude, you gotta relax.
no,
It's too soon.
no, bro.
It's too
Listen.
soon, Salim.
Well, here's the thing: that's bad for content, because content is going to kind of drop after me. Who's going to, all the content that airlines that have the most ratchet is Spirit. Now, we're going to have a lot of issues in the airport right now. I don't know who's going to be the next one, but these people are going to be cutting up. They're going to be cutting the fool. And so I'm going to be excited to see that cop cam footage come the next few days. Okay.
Mhm.
And it really airs months and months later, because you got to go request the video and you see who got their ass whooped and who got jacked up, who got slammed on their head. But think about all the weaves and sandals that are stuck down there in Miami. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And who go down there. A lot of these females fly down there broke, and they try to come back. They already had a ticket turned around, right, to bring them back.
Yeah.
But they have no money in their bank account. Now you got to go book with who? Frontier, Southwest?
Yeah.
And that's going to and how you going to get back?
Their prices have gone up by the minute, by the way.
Who?
Since Spirit, everybody else, Delta, all of the other airlines.
Because of fuel.
Not just that, but their market share has expanded now since Spirit is no longer there. But you was just speaking about, some of the effery that goes on at Spirit Airlines. Check this out. This is an early example of what happened, what be going on in the terminals at Spirit. Check this out, people.
You haven't lost your mind. Don't touch me ever in your life.
Video of a Spirit airline agent and a woman getting into an argument at DFW Airport Thursday has gone viral.
Yeah, I see this one.
And the man who
This one went
shot
viral.
it is used to filming.
I did a stint with National Geographic, and it's all about getting as close to the action as you possibly can.
Thomas Shannon is a professional cinematographer who was flying from Dallas to Tanzania.
Used to be in a
where he is
while.
now,
What are
to
the
work on a
odds?
documentary.
I'm at the Panda Express. We hear yelling,
Yeah.
and I just drop my food on the counter, run over as fast as I can just to see what's going on.
Then
And
this
roll the
happened.
camera.
Let's just get to it. Look at her.
Yes, I know.
That boy turned into a damn linebacker.
I'm
didn't
telling
he?
you, bro, that was straight linebacker action.
Wow! Oh gosh!
Yeah.
Up the string.
And then everybody wouldn't stop him.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Look how everybody
That's-
wouldn't stop him. Nobody
that's-
stopped her.
People, we do not condone this type of activity, but this is the type of activity that you might encounter if you chose to buy that discounted ticket at Spirit. Okay, discounted ticket at Spirit might have got you that type of customer, that type of employee,
Yeah, that was an employee too. They turned up.
former D1 prospect, 1996.
Right. He did a split move and everything, didn't he? Oh my
All right,
goodness.
serious. We're serious
Let's
show,
go back to
people.
it.
There's I want to just go to I want to go to example B. That was example A. Okay. I mean, we're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna entertain y'all. We ain't had, y'all here in a while. So let's just investigate some of the fuckery that goes on at Spirit.
It was inevitable, bro. It was inevitable,
bro.
They had a strong 34-year run.
So TikTok is on fire right now. So let's just see what some of the people on TikTok are saying right now. Uh-oh. Give me some sound, my brother. I'm gonna sound that. Come on now. Don't do me like that, player. Come on, baby.
Spirit Airlines just collapsed overnight. And if you think that this is about one cheap airline disappearing, then you're not paying attention. This is about to hit your pockets, your travel, and the entire airline industry. After 30 plus years in the game, Spirit Airlines is shutting down operation. Flights canceled, customers stranded. And just like that, one of the biggest ultra-low cost carriers is gone.
Spirit, believe it or not, started flying in 1983. I think it was called Charter Air at the time. And in 1992, it changed its name to Spirit. So we've been in the air since 1983. What is that? 43 years.
That's a pilot talking, by the way. He's on the, I don't know if y'all seen this video on TikTok, but the pilot is basically crying while telling the people on the flight, hey, we're going out of business effective immediately. Well, 3 a.m. And he's crying. But those people don't know that unless they have connecting flights with Spirit, they're pretty lucky that they're on the plane, because it was people all in terminals all over the country and the world that couldn't make their flights to wherever they had to go, and they got to rebook. Now,
can you imagine being on an airplane? This is how my mind works. And I'm listening to this guy talking. I'm like, why is he talking to us? I don't want to hear you talking to us except for when we take off and when we landing, bro. I don't want to hear nothing else.
We want to hear about the weather.
I don't want to hear you crying. I don't know what you're about to do next. Okay. What are you about to do with this airplane, my man? You see what I'm saying? We 30,000. We way up in the air. Are you having some kind of crisis?
Yeah.
Did you let your co-pilot take over?
Right.
That's kind of how I would have been thinking if I would have heard him talking that.
Man, the Secretary of Transportation, he also chimed in a little bit. Did you hear about that or see any of the videos? Let's see what the Secretary of State had to say.
With Spirit Airlines don't show up at the airport, there will be no one here to assist you. What Spirit Airlines is now going to do is go through an orderly liquidation process.
Lord.
We'll see how that develops over the course of the next several days.
I'll take one of the yellow seats.
Customers of Spirit, I want to give information on how you can navigate this situation that you now find yourself in. And President Trump, Administrator Bedford, and I have been working with the other airlines across the industry in anticipation that this morning may happen. And so if you're a customer, many of the airlines that are not Spirit are stepping up to provide you assistance. So United, Delta, JetBlue, and Southwest are capping their ticket prices for Spirit customers. It's going to vary between the airlines. You have to go to their websites to take advantage of these special offers. It is normally going to be about $200 for a one-way ticket. You'll minimally have to provide to the airlines that you're now going to book with your Spirit confirmation number and your proof of payment. I would recommend that if you have a ticket with Spirit, that you actually try to book with these airlines as soon as possible. These offers are not going to be open forever, and the airlines are going to have varying degrees of timeframes at which.
So that's good news. So as in the mix of us being silly, that was a good clip of Duffy telling folks, if you got a Spirit ticket, you could go to these particular airlines and get another ticket that won't bust your head wide open. It's gonna bust your head because you already done spent your money to get where you got to go. And if you're flying Spirit, you probably ain't had no money in the first damn place. Probably got to call Salim or myself or one of our middle class friends to borrow a couple dollars to get the hell back where you got to go.
Cash app you some couple dollars down there, right?
I think there's a lesson here, and I'm gonna save it for after this. We'll let Sean talk a little bit more, and then we'll I got a message. Don't let me forget.
You can take advantage of the opportunity. Again, go to the airlines websites. So if you have
all right, damn, that was only 3 seconds. My message is, if you can't afford to fly, if you only got $60 to get somewhere on the plane,
yeah.
I've never taken Greyhound. Okay. Let's just say it. Spirit was the Greyhound of the sky. It was needed though, right? Because they've been in business, 40 something years, what that pilot said. And they had a lot of market share. Now you could get where you had to go, but I heard you had to pay for your bags, right? Right. I think they had like vending machines on the plane.
Not vending machines.
Okay, I'm just
really?
trolling. I'm trolling.
Okay.
I'm trolling. But I think everything was a la carte, right? There was no TVs. There was no
none of that stuff.
There was no
Not
no carry on, free bag.
No parachutes, no nothing.
So, prices.
None of that. But listen,
go ahead.
Go finish. Go finish up. Finish what you say. Finish.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you can't afford to fly, you shouldn't be flying in the first place. I know people got emergencies and stuff like that where they got to get somewhere, but Delta is a great company. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Delta is a couple of years ago, I don't know if they weren't working on the planes right, but man, we had to deboard planes a couple of times. But guess what? There was always another plane over there somewhere. I was waiting on us, and it had TVs and snacks.
Yeah.
There's other airlines, guys, that you could fly. But unfortunately, their price is about to be a lot higher now.
Yeah. So have you ever flew Spirit? I flew Spirit probably twice. I flew Spirit about twice.
Do tell.
Seats weren't. Yeah, I didn't have no issues. Seat
Why you stuttering? What happened?
I didn't have no issue. But listen, look, bro.
We know your budget.
I'm just a minimalist. Like if I run up on the airplane, and I think this might have been a while back when I met my wife, and I flew up there, and I throw a bag in there, boom, and minimum amount of clothes, and get up there and get on back. I don't need all that extra stuff. Didn't even know, hadn't flown really that much before then anyway. So it wasn't really nothing. I was happy to be in the sky, but what are your thoughts? Like, here's my thing, and I'll ask you what your thoughts are about it.
Okay.
When you talk about this is a lesson to be learned, and this can segue into trucking a little bit when we start talking about why they're going out of business, because of the fuel, right? And how fuel is if it's doubled in trucking, right? If fuel is doubled, has it doubled? It's gone up like almost $2 extra. Imagine what it's gone up in jet fuel. That is insane. And they was working on thin margins anyway, Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
So that put them over the top where the money wasn't there. Now I'm one of these guys that I don't travel that much.
Like
some
that.
people make it their business to travel 5, 6, 7 times a year. And when I say travel, they jump on an airplane, go to Miami. They jump on an airplane, go to New York. They jump on an airplane, go to California. That's like real big business for them. It doesn't matter, how much money they make. It doesn't matter. They're going to get on that airplane. They're going to go.
Yeah.
Right. If they can do $200 round trip ticket, they just find their way to the airport, find their way down there, yada, yada, yada. But, and then you find yourself in this situation right here. And now you got to come up, you go down there, you go broke, spent all this money. You got no money left over. Now you got to find a way back. I've seen a lot of airplanes. I've seen a lot, and that people miss their flights. This is the equivalent of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to go figure it all out. And it's just to me it's a thing about being responsible, bro. I don't travel because if I can't do it right, I'm not doing it at all, bro.
Yeah.
If I can't do it right, I'm not doing it at all. We jump on Delta, we jump on United, wherever we got to go. something went wrong, bro, listen, if something went wrong, okay, we'll go get a hotel and stay
Yeah,
another day. We'll go
you got
post up.
some little cash, little emergency money to fix problems that may arise.
We never tripping on nothing because we know we not stressed about nothing. But so it's like reduce them travel times to maybe instead of 7 times a year, maybe you need to travel 2-3 times a year, and those 2-3 times are more quality trips. You see, and that's not a knock on the budget airlines, but because a lot of people, like you said, emergencies, or they need to just get somewhere, or they might fly a lot.
Yeah.
They might do a lot of traveling. One of the guys that was who came down here, jiu-jitsu guy that came to our gym, he jumped on Spirit.
You flew him in, didn't you?
I didn't fly him in. I just picked him up, and
you didn't flew him in.
No. He was coming down here anyway. So it wasn't like he came down here for us. He was already en route, and we just kind of linked up, whatever. But somebody like him, and I know him. I know how he moves. He's a hustler, right? But if jiu-jitsu guys, they're not breaking the bank by any means, right?
Paid people.
No, so that is a great way for him to, and they got to be all over the place during these competitions. Spirit Airline worked for us. I'm not knocking Spirit. Spirit was a great concept for people like him, and he throw his bag in there, got up the street, and he won the competition, made it, and he made some money. He made the money off of our seminar, flew back. So if he made $1,500 coming down here in 2 days, the ticket from Ohio was $200 or whatever round trip. Bro, that's a nice little that's a hustle. You see what I'm saying? These kind of scenarios are out there, and it's much. I can imagine it's much needed. But who's going to be the next budget airline? Now, a couple things. They were supposed to be merging at one point with Frontier. That never happened.
It never happened. It was blocked by regulators or something like that.
Okay.
There's also word that Trump tried to bail them out here recently. Trump has definitely, his stock is down in the hood, in the trailer parks, in corporate offices. He's definitely pissed a lot of people off with this whole Iran thing. At first folks was like, hell yeah, go get them, Trump. They don't want to play ball. Now we're like, ho, $5 a gallon. Ho, shit.
Right.
This ain't what I voted for, big fella.
Right.
But he was just asked today about this whole situation. Let's see what he had to say.
Against bailing out Spirit Airlines?
Well, I guess we're looking at it. If we could do it, we'd do it, but only if it's a good deal.
Claiming that they're preparing to shut down this weekend because they haven't gotten it.
Correct. I think this was correction. I think this was yesterday or the day before.
Well, we're looking at it, but if we can't make a good deal, no institution's been able to do it. I said, I'd like to save the jobs, but we'll have an announcement sometime today. We gave them a final proposal.
What has been the holdup on a deal? Are
We're
they
looking at it. We're looking at trying to help them. Something we're not looking to get involved with, but if we can, it's 14,000 jobs. I would say we're driving a tough deal, but it's one of those things. We'll do it or we won't. We'll have something for you today or tomorrow.
It seems like the other lenders are balking. They think they'll get bumped down in priority.
Well, they will. We come first. Hey, you know what it is? USA first, America first. Did you decide?
You know what? Let's get this guy off our screen, man. Get this guy the fuck out of here. He said a whole lot of nothing. He answered no damn questions.
I mean, he already knew that it wasn't going to happen.
Sure we can do. We got another day. So rumor is Trump offered them $500 million, but the United government would own at least 90% of the airline. They turned that down. Decided to shut doors. What's your thoughts on that? What are the like, if you had a company like Spirit and you were about to go out of business and the U.S. government is willing to bail you out, give you $500 million to keep operations going, would you take that and accept that they're going to now own 90% of your business, which is 90% of the control?
Here's the thing. Let's look back at Chrysler and
GM
and Chrysler. Was it them? Ford was the only one that didn't take the bailout. Does the American government have any stake in those companies right now? I don't think so. I think it's once until they get their money back, they have some kind of their hands in the pot to some degree. Is that similar to what would have happened in this situation? And if that was the case, maybe I would have. I mean, so there's nothing unethical about it.
Now I wonder what
You
the
know?
terms was. You know what I mean?
That
Because
just
you
depends on what
don't
the
get
terms are.
that type of money
Mhm.
without some terms that are funny.
Well, that's right. But check this out. But hold on for a second.
Uh-huh.
This is real big and this is very important. I'm glad we kind of getting here because look, it's in America's interest to keep these big companies alive, bro. And people always think that bailouts are just like, but no, man. You know, it's in our country. Like, it's not just about a company failing, and it's about
keeping
keeping
the
thousands of jobs.
American. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
trying
go
to cut you off.
rock with it.
No,
Go,
it's
man.
finish your thought after I say this. It's about keeping things affordable for the American people. These
Bruh, that's
flights are
part of
not
it.
going to be as affordable now
Yeah.
that thousands of flight options are no longer on the table, bro.
Bro, listen, things get like so. If you really pay attention to economics and just how business works, this is why they don't want companies getting too big. If you get too big, bro, you can collapse the economy by failing. You're privatized, and the world and the country depends on your existence, and then you fudge it up, bro. That'll mess up. That could mess up that's a state of emergency, and it can become a state of emergency, bro. I worked at a large furniture company.
Let's
When
say
I
their
first
name,
jumped
put
out
them
here-
out there.
No,
No, just put them out there.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
All right, make your
But-
point. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we jumped. So and they hire owner operators.
Correct.
And when we went in there, this is lessons, the life lessons. So they were not paying well. All the drivers were talking, and we were learning at that time. And we was like, bro, you can go start your own authority, or you can run under somebody's authority. You can make more money. The amount of hours and yada yada yada. Bro, about 8 of us left at the same time.
I remember that.
You know how crippling that was potentially to that company?
Did they
in
adjust
the
their pay
Southeast?
after that?
Huh?
Did they adjust their pay after that?
Well, they did adjust their pay, but here was the more critical thing, and they were doing this before. So a lot of owner operators will bring on multiple trucks. They won't let you run multiple trucks there because then now imagine you pull
All your trucks away.
all at one time, bro. You hurt them bad, and
Yeah.
that's a ripple effect. So I mean, I'm looking at it both sides, and everybody was like, well, you got to pay them more money. You got to pay us what we owe. Blah, 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 blah. Look, man, we talked about this. We talked about this as well. Listen, the free market is going to dictate how things go. You see what I'm saying? You do not. I didn't have to work for that company, and I didn't. It got me going. I learned a lot from them.
Yeah.
But when it was my time to move on, I moved on. I didn't just, just kind of be like, bro, this is garbage. It works for some people. It works for somebody. And it did, it's like, I respected how I came. Now I got game. There's that's just how it goes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, bro, like that, the people don't get that. So like the bailout would have been good if it could have, but since it's not going to work, somebody else is going to implement that business model, I think. But it's not going to be anytime soon. It's going to be once the fuel goes down and the dust settles,
Yeah.
and then somebody's going to come rise out the smoke, and then here we go. I think that's how it's going to play out. But trucking but that segue into the trucking, bro, is very eerily similar to the trucking industry, bro. Fuel, it's the exact same thing. It's just one's in the air, one's on the ground.
Yeah.
Right. And we felt the we felt the impact of the fuel increase, bro.
Thank God rates went up like 2 to 3 weeks after.
But it's not about that. I'm telling you, brother, timing was freaking impeccable.
Okay, break it down.
Okay, so we remember they took all of the immigrants and all the non-domicile people out of the game. Go to war, fuel went up. It didn't hurt nobody because now freight's going crazy. This is not by design. This was by design. This is not by chance. You see what I'm saying?
Sound like conspiracy theorists.
I mean, you call it what you want, bro, but this too smooth.
Should I go get my tinfoil cap?
Go, yeah. I mean, you do
I
what
got
you gotta
some
do.
foil right across the way over there.
You know, I mean, you know. Hey,
You
listen,
think
I'm
this
not
is all
suicidal either.
orchestrated, bro? I like what you just said, right?
I'm not suicidal.
You're healthy and you're happy. You don't have any health issues.
I'm in the healthiest shape
How's
of
your
my
mental
life.
health? How's your mental health?
But it's nothing. It's not a secret, bro. This is nothing. You know, there's nothing like. It's just business 101 is how things are done.
Damn, I ain't think about it like that. They did like cancel a whole bunch of foreigners, drivers, CDLs.
Right.
They deported some. They definitely made it hard. They made it impossible for some to renew. A lot of big companies went out of business. We go bomb Iran. Fuel doubles, like damn near doubles.
Mm-hmm. And freight's booming.
Freight is crazy
but it's
right
not,
now.
But listen to the understand the game, bro. Freight is people don't.
It's all a fugazi. It's all a fugazi.
Yeah, but it's not that the freight's booming. It's just that it could be the same amount of freight, less truck capacity. It's not freaking rocket science.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. That's exactly your point that you was making.
Yes.
The capacity has changed over the last couple months.
Right. The capacity, like, bro, like we got people begging for trucks right now. But see, but watch for the hook. You got to watch for the hook. Here's the hook, okay?
Tell me.
Everybody's about to jump in and buy trucks now.
They are.
Everybody's about to buy trucks.
They are.
And then we're going to be right back in that same cycle again. So everybody,
I already see some
cheap.
influencers, trucking influencers trying to.
They jump.
Freight's booming again.
Yes.
We teaching courses. We got a course. Put your name on it.
Go buy a truck. Go buy a truck. Go buy a truck.
Yeah, it's time.
And you know, and I know some people who bought trucks, and if you jump in at a certain time, if you're already established, you are already on the surfboard when the wave come in. Now you try to catch the wave after the wave has already got flowing. You see what I'm saying? And you know, once it slows down, that money not gonna be. And we know truckers is full of boom bust cycles.
Yeah,
this cycle's gonna go away in probably in a few months, several months. It's not gonna be
that. We rebuke that in the name of the.
But I'm just saying. But it's not gonna listen,
talk like that.
But it's not a bad thing if you've been on your game and you've been in this trucking space and you know what you're doing.
We're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be all right.
I did a load this morning, and one of the guy was like, "Why don't we ever see you throughout the week?" I'm like, "Man, I have other customers." He's like, "You don't want to come get none of this easy money out?" I have other customers that I've been working with for years.
Yeah,
those are the people that's gonna sustain us when this boom is down.
Look, bro, I've been saying something. You know my motto. Yep. I don't chase money. I chase relationships. You see what I'm saying?
And you don't step over a penny. What do you say?
I don't step over a quarter to get a dime. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You can frame it however you want to. I don't step over a quarter to get a dime. You know what I'm saying?
I remember you first told me that. I was like,
"Yeah,
what do you mean by that?" It was valuable lesson. Valuable lesson. We know people that went out of business chasing the boom and and they went bust. Guys, if you got plans to travel this summer, go ahead and buy your ticket right now. Maybe put it on
Klarna.
You can tell we don't use it.
Affirm. They go
put it on something, guys. But these summer.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's gonna be high every day. Gonna be high. Anyway, that's all we got for now. We're curious to know what y'all think in the comments. Let us know if y'all got stuck if y'all are stuck somewhere. Let us know. I mean, we could maybe do a Cash App or we'll raise some money. If you're stuck somewhere, let us know, man. Reach out because
that'd be great. If you come on and if you are a Spirit customer and I want to see proof that you got stuck and you had to go through all of that, you come on here, you do a podcast with us, we talk about it, we tell us your story, we'll send you a couple of dollars and pay for your ticket.
Ain't nobody paying for no ticket. We're just gonna give you a couple of dollars, man.
That ticket only like $200.
Salim gonna pay for your ticket. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all on the next one. Slack Adjusters, we out.
All right, man.